So I'm looking for an executive assistant, and I just want to put this out there. It's not a mad dash to hire someone. I'm not going to be hiring a recruiter, and I'm not going to be hiring a recruiter or running a strict process. I think it's the kind of thing where when I find the right person, it'll just happen. There are definitely hires that we make where we're running a process and we're shooting for a date. This hire is not like this. So what's the predicament that I'm in that's leading me to want to make this hire? I think the reality is we've decided to build our company in a specific way. There's 5 of us, and I'm the only one who's not a full-time maker. So there's 3 engineers, 1 front-end developer / graphic designer who's our creative director, and then there's me. And I really want the rest of the team focused on building and making our product. So that means banking, HR stuff, interfacing with lawyers, sales, customer support. I mean, we share customer support. Communication with the outside world, doing webinars, content marketing in general. Everything that's not related to building the product is falling on me. And I need help. But the truth is that I don't really need help in quotes. And there's lots of people that will offer to help you. And the truth is that, like, I don't even have time for assistance, for someone to assist me. Because when someone's assisting you, it implies that you're doing it too, right? Like, I've got 2 toddlers, and I'll say to them, hey, I'm going to help you clean this room, or can you help me? And so I don't want someone to amplify what I'm doing. I want someone who truly is like someone operates at a very high level that can take entire functions of the business and just handle them without a ton of instructions, right? I can just kind of describe the outcome I'm looking for, and they make it happen, right? They've got great judgment, and they can operate pretty independently, right? So this is not a great position for someone who wants to mirror me or shadow me. This is not a good position for someone who really wants, if someone wants to learn from me, directly, this isn't a good position for that. What I do know is that there's a lot of writing that needs to be done. And we don't, it doesn't make sense to hire a full-time writer just yet who's just going to write. There's a lot of processes and organization that needs to be created, but it's not, we don't have enough time, we don't have enough to do to just hire a full-time process person. Whoever we hire needs to be a lover of new technology, new software. And we have so much, interesting technology that we use on so many fronts, security, organizational stuff, communication stuff. I think we do a lot of new standard thing or a lot of non-standard things, and we're early adopters of communications technology. And, it can't be the thing where I'm like customer support for these people or for whoever's hired on how this stuff works. And they also need to be passionate about business growth. I think, I think the mistake that a lot of executive assistants make is that, they think their job is to respond to everyone. and that's a real problem, right? Because then you've just hired someone who's whose customers are other people emailing them, and their job is to like hijack your time to pay attention to people who you otherwise wouldn't, attend to, whose emails you would have just archived because you don't have time to pay attention to them, right? So whoever is hired, needs to be passionate about business growth and to be constantly thinking about either freeing up my time or moving the business forward. So, I think another aspect complicating all of this is that I don't have a lot of time to train someone, right? If I had a lot of time to train someone, I probably wouldn't be hiring for this position in the first place. So it takes a lot of time to delegate stuff. And it takes even more time to delegate critical things, right? Things that involve bank accounts and critical logins and really important parts of the business. It's super hard to do. So whoever this person is needs to operate at a pretty high level. There's kind of this unique constellation of skills, and it would be pretty good if they had some experience with sales or biz dev, outreach, like if there's someone who could attend meetings on my behalf. So I might be looking for a unicorn dream candidate that doesn't exist. But I'm certainly not going to hire someone in a wishful thinking kind of manner. I think it's, when I find the right person, I'll know, and I can just take it from there. And maybe it doesn't work out. We'll see. All right. If you are at all interested in this, you can reach out to me on Twitter. I'm at Clay Collins. All right. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening. If you liked this content, please help me out by leaving a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts. It provides me with encouragement and it helps other people find the program. Also, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer on the podcast, go to asknomics.com, leave me a question, and I'll do my best to answer it in the next few days. Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow.